Hey, welcome back to Lugen Custom. Well, we got some room in the garage here, so we're gonna go ahead and get the car in here and put some lowering springs on. So, spoiler alert, we got her in here, and to be honest, I did the springs last weekend actually. But at the time, I also discovered that you can see I've still got my dust covers over my front struts over here on both sides. And what I didn't realize at the time was that my struts were bad. So I had to finish my job, and so basically I had to put it all back together with the new springs and the dead struts, and Monday order fresh struts, which we did right there from Toyota. So we got to get it back up in the air and put those on now, and I'll show you how it's all done. Also, back here behind all this clutter, there's my stock Steelies that I did not put back on. It looks good too, watch. Alright, so I've assembled some tools here to make this job go pretty quickly and smoothly. As you can see, it's difficult to get to those back bolts there. But what makes it easier is taking this whole thing off. And it's a lot easier than you think. Watch. First of all, take those covers off the wiper arms. There you go. Grab our impact and our 12mm. One. And okay. Now, these take a little bit of wiggling here. There we go. There's one off. Come on. There we go. Here we go. That's loose. Okay. Two. Let me get these out of the way. We'll go for that top piece. All right. We'll get our small flat blade for that one right there. You just want to pop it up a little bit. Usually that's enough. Yep, there you go. Take that out. Grab our small flat blade over here. There we go. Okay. Now, you've got these ones here, all the way down. And with a light hand and this, what is this, number 1 Phillips, I think. You just kind of lightly, don't put a lot of pressure on it. They're just plastic threads. Back it out just a little bit. Oh, that one's not working. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't always go flawlessly, but there's another way to skin this cat. Yeah, get those started. And that one won't. Okay. Anyway, take our flat blade and you're gonna go underneath. There you go. Come on. Oh, there we go. You have to pop up just a little bit. That one's already up. There we go. One more. There we go. Now, you don't want to take that all the way out of those. Let's try. Come on. No, that's all right. It came out. But you don't want to lose it. There we go. Come on, get up under there. Nope. All right, just got to be backed out enough. Let me grab this one. See your centerpiece here makes those expand, so you've got to bring it back in enough that they don't expand in the hole, so they can shrink in the hole and you can pop them out. So if you have to take the center screw, whatever you want to call it, out, that's fine. I usually don't try to. Usually they'll, there you go, look at that one. Oh, it's all coming out. It's a single unit now. That's good. There we go. Come on. Yep. And one more. Okay. Now then, grab my tools, set those out of the way. Grab our panel fasteners there. Now, this whole thing will come up. Right? Right. There we go. Yeah. Gonna be in two pieces here, but that's okay. One, two. That's all right. Fold those. Set them out of the way. Now, you've got 10 mil here, 10 mil here, and a 10 mil here. And we will unplug that. Hang on a second. All right. 10 mil. One. Two. Three. Now, that's going to stay, that's fine. Wants to stay in, that's fine. Now, well, that your whole wiper assembly is out on the ground there. And what we've got here is 1, 2, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You've got this right here. Let me show you a trick on that real quick. So I don't know what Toyota calls them, but there's these plastic fasteners for your harnesses that attach them to the panels. So you're going to take a 10 millimeter socket here. You're going to go onto the back side of it, and you'll see, and you basically just kind of push it on, and it releases. Come on. There we go. See that right there? This is what you're looking at. And what you're doing is you're pushing your 10 mil. Oh, come on. Just one-handed here. You put your 10 mil on there and you're pushing it on, and it's pushing those tabs in so that you can get it out. Now, you've got this grommet right here. You want to push, kind of fold it in a little bit there. Push that in, and get in through there. Come on. Don't be obstinate. There we go. Now, I'm going to get my 10 mil. We're going to get those screws off. All right, we got them out. So there's one right here, right there. There's one right here, which will be under your wiper motor. You can't get it with the wiper motor in place. Same right here. One right there. Another one right there. Up here and up there. And now, you can take this whole thing out. Set it on the ground. And now look at that. Look at all that room. What do you want to do? Tons of room back here. Come on inside and look. Look at all that room. And you can get to those no problem. Let me grab my 12 millimeter and we'll zip those 6 nuts loose. All right, we just got those loose. Those 3. Now we'll grab my strut bar out of there. Set that out of the way. All right, you've got plate, support plate. You can see this side here goes facing down. And you can see that those are not equal distance from each other. The front right here is further out, so you'll remember that when you go to put them back in. All right, we can get this up in the air and get our wheels off. Oh yeah, I mentioned earlier the dust covers, and I thought I would show you these real quick. There you go. It still has, I don't know why it has all that grease up there, but it does. Yeah, the struts are still bad. All right, let's get them in. Get down there and get them out. All right, we're all set up here. Get situated. There we go. Now, first off, grab our impact with a 14 mil. We're going to come back here. We're going to take off that because there's your brake line right there. And that's also your, this is your wheel speed sensor that are secured to your struts. There we go. Get those out of the way there. Now, I'm going to grab my bigger impact, a 1/2 inch with, I believe it's a 19 millimeter here. And no, 3/4. 3/4, does that work? It does, okay. Oh, we lost it. It's around here somewhere. I'll get it in a minute. Okay. There's some pressure on those, holding them up. All right. You see, I got them lubricated from not going to have them out. WD-40 or PB Blaster, I don't remember. One of those. Now I'm going to need both hands to manhandle this out a little bit. I will also, I'm going to need a little bit of a pry bar right here, and I'll pry it. Let's see. There you go. You want to get it down up under this little lip here, and your knuckle will pop out, and then you can jimmy it out. Yeah, look at that. I do believe this is the original 2006 Strut. Alright, well, let's get it out on the ground. Alright, I'm all set up here. I think I got the camera set up good. Anyway, what we want to do is pry right here. Oh, I forgot. On the back side here. Piece here. Okay. Now. She's all loose right there. Yeah, there we go. She came apart good. Drop it out like that. There we are. A little bit of a fight, not too bad. Where are we hanging up? Hang up a little bit here. Oh, the back of the sword was hanging up. Interesting. Okay. Let's take that forward a little bit. Of course, it's just fighting me because it's on camera. Came out nice and easily last time. That's all right. There we go, there we go. And, yeah, there we are. She's out, let go. Let go, may go, there we go. So what was hanging up was this right here. Let me see, it's right here on the back of the strut. That was catching back here in the back of the sway bar. All right, nothing, just a little bit of patience and determination can't overcome. All right, so there is our strut. You can see distance from here to here is longer than here to there. So these two go in the back. That's the front right there. And it's pivoting on a bearing. Let's get this down on the ground. All right, there we are. And this is, and you can see right here, and I got the H&R. These are the sport springs. Yeah, there's the original part number. I'm pretty confident that these struts are the originals. They look like it. And where I'm from, where it's from, they wouldn't have rusted out. Unfortunately, they also didn't have any oil leaks. You know, they're nice and dry, so it was hard to tell that they were bad. But once we get them apart, you'll see they're bad. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to have to compress that spring. And to compress that spring, let me set this down. We got this bad boy right here. And this is a Harbor Freight product. And the way it works, you can see you got these two right here. Put a spring right here, lock it in. On the other side, you lock it in. Same up here. Well, let me get this all set up and I will show you how it's done. Okay, we're still in business. See, what happened was we got our plate right here, and you can see, here we go, right here. See, it's flat on that side, flat on that side, and they go right here. And it looks like I might have not gotten it seated all the way down. I'm gonna put them back to you. See, they go like this, so it stays. Or it spins, I'm not sure what happened. Anyway, we got her off, and there's the new one with a brand new top nut. Oh yeah, and see, we've got our spring still compressed here, so we can reinstall really quick. Something else that I had noted, whoop, I almost knocked my camera stand over here. Something I had noted when I took it apart the last time was this seal right here. It's very, very brittle. And yeah, look at the quality of that. It's mostly a dust seal, but it looked really bad. And so when I ordered new shocks, I decided to go ahead. Yeah, doesn't look very good. I'm going to repack that with grease. That's your bearing in your strut mount. I'll repack that with some grease. But so I also have to go in new dust seals on the bottom there, and here's your part number. All right, I'm gonna get that cleaned up and repacked with some good grease, and I'm gonna get it all back together. I'm not gonna lie, getting that a new strut back into the car was a little bit of a wrestle. But I almost forgot something. Let me show you something. A part you need to take off your old strut first. So here we have the old strut. And what I've left out is right there is this part. And it's just a little holder. Now, what we're going to do, since we got that new strut in there, mostly the struggle I was having was the sucker's so stiff and strong, it was pushing down there, and trying to get it lined up to get these bolts in was a bear. But then I also, remember how I showed you that I took my screwdriver to pop it out? Well, I also used this to pry this down and get it below this part right here to get it in there. And then I used the screwdriver in the hole to try to center up the holes while I worked in getting the bolt in on the other side. So back to this plastic piece. And this plastic piece comes, the light's not showing very well. Let's get this in here. There we go. Pops in right there, and it holds your speed sensor. Light's annoying here. There we go. Let's see. Like that. There we go. Right? And so we just come down here. That snaps up top. Maybe. Possibly. Come on. There we go. And to break that free, what I did before was flat blade screwdriver. And you just, let's see if I can get a good angle here. Just kind of pop it out. So, there we go. We've got this one in. Now I don't have those. Those are just sitting there to hold it up. I don't have them tightened down. I won't tighten those down until I have the car down on the ground. Well, okay, I'm going to get my wheel back on this side, and I'm going to move over to the other side and knock that one out. It's going to be the same process. And don't forget, get your impact 14. Don't forget your little nut back here, too. I almost did. bolt right there, and it holds your brake line and your sensor, and it's a little bracket right there. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna move on to the next side. Well, I'm about to jump on the other side, but I just set down the driver's side, and I wanted you to see what it looks like lowered. And well, not only is it lowered, but check it out. I got my those are my ASA AR1s on there. Those are a 16-inch rim. And we've got, oh, let's see there, handcuffs. We have 205 55R16s. Look at that. I can show you the back too, since I already did the back. I already did the struts like a year or two ago, and last weekend I did, like I said, I lowered. So I got the H&R springs in the back too. Check out those blue lug nuts, aren't those cool? I love those things. Just a little bit of blue makes it pop. All right, I'm gonna rip apart the passenger side and get that swapped out, and I'll bring you with me for reassembling under the hood. Now, someone might ask how I knew the struts were blown. And honestly, before I did the lowering springs, I had no clue. But now I've got it all apart. I want to do a test, and I want to show you something. Here we go. Here's both of the old struts. And here's the new passenger side. I'm getting ready to reassemble. Got my stuff all together. Now, this one here came off the passenger side. Take a little bit of effort here and collapse it all the way down. There we go. Now I'll do the driver's side. I'm not taking too much effort to collapse it down here also. It's doing a better job recovering here compared to that one. Now, here we go. Okay. Oh, okay, it's going good now. There we go. Get started. Oh, come on. Get down there. Oh, okay, we're collapsed. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's coming back already. And it's up. And look at those two. So they weren't leaking, they're not rusted out. They're also not damping very well and returning very well. So they may be working a little bit still, and probably why I didn't really notice it that they were bad. But now we're going to get this assembled, and I'll be able to see what this feels like, because I bought the car used. I didn't know what it was supposed to feel like in the beginning anyways. You know, so we're going to get them assembled and see what the difference is. I wanted to share one more tidbit before I get this reinstalled in the car. You see I've already, in this one, I went ahead and reinstalled this from the old Strut. See how it goes up in there. I had to use a flat blade to push those tabs in and pop it out. It was kind of difficult. Anyway, so your top hat here, your strut mount, your strut bearing, let me see here, it spins, right? You can see in there, there's my new dust cover. Anyway, the strut mount, strut bearing, spins. And also, it's the same part number. Let me see if I can get it here. There you are. That's the strut. It's the same part number, driver's side, passenger side. So there's no left and right. And you can see, for like this, you've got the slot right here for the other side. So it doesn't matter. But when you're changing your springs out and you're trying to get the right alignment, what you need to do is, you see the bottom of the strut has a groove. Let's go over here to the old ones, and you can see it right here. And this is where you need to get your strut started, or your spring started. It coils up. And this plate is basically flat, except for the grooves that I showed you that lined up right here on this side and on that side. See? But this rod will also spin, but not very well. So, and then I don't think this didn't have very much of an indentation going around it here. Let's see. I don't think it did. You see, there's the spring. Yeah, and that's pretty much flat too. So all I really did on this, which is part of the dust cover in here, is, you see these holes, there's little tabs that kind of come up, and I tried to line those up before I put the nut on. And that's it. I got my dust shield back on, and it's ready to go back in. You know, before I wrestle this assembly back in the car, I thought I'd show you the struggle that you're going to be dealing with putting a new strut back in. OEM strut, I should say. Let me switch this around. Okay. You can see it here. See how far down that is, and you gotta get this here, and here we go, right there. So, and I'm not gonna be able to do this one-handed at all. I almost can't do it two-handed. But you get this down here, and you kind of, while you have this lined up, you kind of pry it up, and then you kind of shimmy this up in there. Okay, there we go. See what I'm saying? There was a lot of, this was wanting to twist this way and that way, and so I was holding this, getting that set up, and then trying to hold that, and then prying down. Let's see. Very, very sensitive still. Oh, yeah, come on. Come on. I probably need to smack it with a hammer. What I belovedly call a Ford wrench. But, come on, come on. Now, I'm going to push in. Come on. Come on. Get in there. Come on. Oh, yep, there we go. There we go. See, I got it. Put it over in the hole. There we go. Oh. And there we go. There we go. Come on. Now, that's fine. What I will probably do is, let's see here. Can I get in my way there? I will, yeah. See if you can see right there. The bottom hole is not lined up yet. But if I pull it out, I can get close. I might need to get that top bolt in first before doing that. Okay. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I got it started. So what I was doing, I backed this out till it was only about halfway in, right? And then I was looking at the hole this way a little bit, and I was, if you can see here, I was prying up, and then with my index finger on my other hand, I was feeling for it to be quasi lined up, and as it got lined up, I would start to feed this bolt in. And we're in a good spot now. Let's see if I'm ready here. And there's the socket. Let me get the impact. Come on. See, I'll zoom out here. All right. That one's through. Now I can rock it like I said before and get that other bolt in. I'll be back. All right, we got her to work. She is in there now. Let's get you on there. Let's get you on there. There we go. Both on there. All right, here we go. Come on, you guys. What you got there? All right. Yep, that. So I got that little piece on the bottom there. So we can see it hooks under first. Comes up over. Oh, come on. Yeah, with the program there, bracket. Come on. Here we go. That. You know what I don't have? I don't have 14 mil. Yes, I do. Yes, I'm back here. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, I got it. Yeah, it's kind of hard when your head's way up here and what you're trying to work on. Mostly you're just feel. Let me turn this light off. There we go. Did you see that right there? Listen to that. You can see it a lot better than I can. But anyway, got my impact in 14. Let's see, get a good angle here. Can you let me have it? We are refastened, reassembled. We're ready to put that wheel back on. Get her set back down. Okay. Got them lightly tightened up, just enough to set them down. We'll torque them to spec after we get the wheel down. Wouldn't you know that my phone ran out of storage space as I was recording that. But, so it's been a couple days and we're all done and it's all back together. There we go. Anyway, this video's gone on way too long, but I appreciate y'all hanging out. Thanks again. Sorry it's taking so long to post a video, but I just hadn't felt like it. Anyway, if you like this content, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks again. Have a great day. Bye.